Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. This is downtown Sea Caves, and it's a view quite literally to feast your eyes and digest upon. If you are coming to Paphos and you are perhaps going to stay in Paya or the Coral Bay area, this has got to be one of the places that you want to come, especially in the morning, because it literally takes all of your problems and all of your troubles away as you watch that blue Mediterranean Sea kiss and lap the coastline of Cyprus. It takes your breath away. Come with Mr. Paul as I take you on a little adventure, a little walk. You never know, we may even get to slip off a rock or two, but hopefully not today. Hopefully we get to live another day. And if you want to, of course, buy a villa around here, well, they are building one or two. There's one or two up on the hillside, as we can see. There's brand new ones being constructed here. But of course, if you do want to buy one, you are going to need a couple of bob or two. In fact, maybe even 3 or 4 or 5. Starting prices at around about 2.5 million euros. These frontline ones will be around about 5 to 7 million. So an awful lot of money, but you never know. Perhaps you've got that little bit under your bed. On that note, if you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe, and please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my madness as I take you on my travels in and around Paphos. You want to have another look at the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea, and it's always turquoisey blue at this time of morning. 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a Sunday, if you're curious to know, and of course as the time goes on, this little area will get busier and busier and busier, because lots of people like to come and feast their eyes and digest upon what you are looking at right now. Of course, you can climb down and perhaps lay a towel or two and get that perfect suntan in total tranquility in the Sea Caves area. And if you look carefully, you can see an awful lot of caves into the rock side where the water has eroded away. And of course, I think even 1 or 2 of them, like over there, have probably been carved out in old ancient times. Great area to come. Remember the name Sea Caves, just up from Coral Bay. Perhaps if you're getting on a bus or a taxi, or perhaps if you're walking. But if you are going to walk it from Coral Bay, it's going to take you a good 30 to 45 minutes or so. So please make sure that you've got plenty of water, especially at the summertime, because we've all read these stories on the internet where people have gone off on their adventures and unfortunately they've not come back, which is a shame. So be very careful. Again, as this sign suggests, beware of falling rocks. Don't get too close to the edge because that little bit might give way with you on it. But don't let it spoil your fun, because of course, as long as you're walking a metre or so in, you will be completely fine. Let's keep going on our little walk in and around the Sea Caves area. And if we actually take a look at this piece now, we can understand that perhaps if you stepped on there, maybe you might be going for a little dip in the blue Mediterranean Sea. So as I say, be very careful whenever you're walking out on rocks, and plan your route very carefully. But if you are coming to Paphos and you are coming out towards Paya, you've got to come and see the area known as Sea Caves, because it is absolutely breathtaking. And if you miss it, you'll be very sorry indeed. Feast your eyes and digest. Downtown Sea Caves on a spectacality of a day indeed. And if you look carefully on the rocks down there, we can see there are some people setting up their camp for the day. And what better place to do it? There's a nice little ledge. Shall we walk on it and trust our luck? Yeah, go on. Let's go and have a quick look at it, because you're going to get some spectacalities of some views indeed, as Mr. Paul stands on a rock edge face and shows you the beauty and the spectacality of the area known as Sea Caves. It's as if it was purpose built, isn't it? A great, great area. There's a pathway over there that takes you down, and of course you could spend 1 or 2 lazy hours sunbathing on a rock while you look out into the turquoisey blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. Oh my goodness. Wow, what an area. It really, really is indeed. There's a little peninsula over there that you can walk along, and there is actually a bench at the very, very end. Imagine yourself sitting there, washing all your troubles away, all those problems, looking out into the blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. There is something unique, there is something very, very special about this area. Paphos in general, in my opinion, is the best part of the island. Obviously many people will disagree, and I've no doubt many people will drop in the comments. We've just come back from Ayia Napa, and we've got a soft spot in our hearts for Ayia Napa. We also like Pataras, but we believe that Paphos is the best place overall. It's not so much of a party town, it's much more tranquil, and that's why more tourists and more expats have chosen to live in and around Paphos than anywhere else on the island of love, which of course is Cyprus. And as we cast our eyes up onto the hillside now, 1 or 2 of those properties could be that perfect villa for you to rent. So go Google Sea Caves, but remember, you are around about 10 minutes by car from Coral Bay and Paya, and of course you're around 20 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on the traffic obviously, from the actual main event, which is the here at Paphos Harbour and Promenade area. But of course, if you can afford one of these villas, the odds are that you will be hiring a car. And if you are going to hire a car, by the way, in Paphos, perhaps get in touch with Mr. Paul and we can arrange perhaps a good car at a fair price for you. There are many reputable companies, so go on the internet and Google them, but be very, very careful when they want that excess, because the excesses are getting higher and higher, and a lot of companies now are zapping your credit card for around about 800 to 1200 euros. And everything's all right until you have that little scrape, and then you find out that all of your money has been washed away. So be very, very careful indeed of who you choose to rent that car from. Same all over the world. It's all about the money, 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 money. In downtown Sea Caves, it's all about the blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, Sea Caves, guess what? We're all waiting, especially for you. There you go, some more little areas where perhaps you could get that perfect spot to look out into the blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. I do think that that rock is the greatest rock in the world. That is probably the greatest viewpoint if you come to Sea Caves. You can sunbathe and you can feast your eyes and digest upon that. The blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, smash the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my madness as I take you on my travels. If there's somewhere that you'd like me to go, drop it in the comments. You never know, that video may be coming very, very soon indeed, especially for you. If you like these dismount videos, again, drop it in the comments. Do you want me to go and walk the Coral Bay Strip? I'll bet you do, Lady Ali. I'll bet you do. When it gets a bit cooler, I will. It is now 9:30 in the morning and it's already 30 degrees. It is very, very hot indeed to be walking around making little YouTube videos. But it's something we do We love it from the bottom of our hearts, and we hope that you guys stay tuned, and we hope that you guys keep on coming back and giving us some guidance of where you want us to go next. What do you want us to do? And of course, on that note, there are 2 new channels that have started up. One is called Cars and Me. Of course, that's me with some cars. You get to witness me go buy cars, sell cars, fix cars, repair cars, make a couple of bob on a car, and more often than not, lose a couple of bob on a car. Of course, Marika's new channel has launched, and that is Marika and You. So I want to go hunt it down on YouTube and perhaps tune in for the episodes. The new channels will broadcast simultaneously at 10 a.m. in the morning Cyprus time, 8 a.m. UK time, and of course they will broadcast on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. And of course Marika and myself look forward to your company on whichever channel you choose to watch. So there's 3 channel names to remember: Marika and Me. You already know that one because you're already watching us. And of course Cars and Me, that's me and cars, and of course Marika and You, where she tells you about her life, takes you on her little adventures, and of course takes you on her beauty and makeup, hair and fashion adventures. And I'll tell you what, she's got 1 or 2 dresses in that closet, hasn't she, Lady Deborah? Big shout out to Lord of the Lee. That's the man that came up with the magic words for the channel, of course, Marika and You. And we thank you all for watching us, and we thank you all for taking us into your hearts. And we have taken you all into our hearts. I'll leave you with the spectacality of a view indeed, and I will say thank you for watching. And of course, I will look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed.